Hey guys, today we're going to talk about high vibration and how to raise our vibration energy wise and everything like that. So when I talk about this with clients, I usually like to have them think about dogs and babies and how unforgivably themselves they are. You know, they don't care what anyone thinks. You know, we got Charlie here just chomping away on a plastic frisbee that we just got done playing in the lake with, and babies just don't care about what's going on aside from themselves. You know, they're happy with everything that is in that moment. And so I like to have people think about that. You know, they don't have any self-doubt, they don't have any fear, and that's two of the things that really hold us back from our living our greatest potential. So you know, you have to really think about changing around your energy, because energy is everything. It's you know, when you wake up in the morning, if you start with low energy or if you choose to not raise your vibration, then you're going to have a pretty crappy day. So it's really, really important that we find ways to raise that vibration so that you can share that with the world and that you can live in your greatest potential, essentially. So in order to find that high vibration that I talk about, and it's getting into your flow is what I call it. And so what does flow mean? It basically it means that it is a state of experiencing a moment by being completely immersed in it. And so that's being very present in it. So you're energized, focused, it's fulfilling, and you're just enjoying the process. And so when we're not in our flow and when we're not raising our vibration like that, we're actually doing a disservice not only to ourselves but to the entire world. And so it's really important to connect with whatever gets you there. So what I would like you to do is sit down, think about all the things and the people and just everything that really makes you happy. And when you're happy, you raise your vibration and you get into your flow. So that could be dancing, it could be baking, it could be singing, golfing, paddleboarding. I'm only saying that because I'm wearing a paddleboarding hat, so I'm representing my friend's company. And so make a list of those things, and then also a list of people who, when you're around them, you just feel energetic, you feel happy. Those are people who are raising your vibrations. And so I also want to touch on people who lower your vibration. I call them energy vampires. And you need to be very careful because they could be somebody that's very close to you. And I'm not saying to cut off your relationship, but just be very careful about the things that you share around them. Because, you know, maybe if you tell them you're doing a nutrition challenge, they're not going to be supportive of that, and then you bring on that energy. So just choose not to. It doesn't mean that you have to lie to them. It just means that, you know, pick and choose the things that you share around people, those energy vampires, okay? Because their opinions just really, they don't serve you. So a couple, and then a good way to seek out people who have that high vibe and who understand kind of the things that you're going through are spending time in places that make you happy. So if it is the gym, that's a great place to meet other high vibe people who are going to understand that, you know, you're doing this nutrition challenge that you're invested in and you're excited about, or who are active and looking for a very similar lifestyle. So or if you know, you like to read, maybe the library or Barnes & Noble might be a good place to meet those friends with that similar high vibration. So just some things to think about. And then also a really good way to raise your vibration is to declutter, to organize, and to really create a good space for you, no matter what. If you're meditating, if you're, you know, creating a workspace, whatever it might be. So really organize it and get it exactly how you like it. And that's a really good way to raise your vibration about that thing that you're doing. Another way to raise your vibration is to send it back out into the world. So randomly say hi to strangers, give them compliments, call up a friend, write a letter, drop it in the mailbox. My girlfriend and I are queens of snail mail, and no matter how many times we send it back and forth, I still get so excited when I get one from her in the mail. So, and then, you know, I was down in Texas recently, and I went and got coffee at Starbucks, and as I was closing out my purchase, the girl just, like, under her breath, she said, you're really beautiful. And it was just so flattering. It was so nice to hear that. And I went on later in the day, and it was kind of the domino effect. I said something very similar to somebody else that I ran into, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And it's so funny to catch people off guard. I'll mention, oh, I really like your jacket, and somebody will kind of be startled and not even say thank you, because they don't get compliments like that. So it's just a great thing to do, to raise not only your vibration but their vibration. And you never know what somebody else is going through, so it's always good to maybe give them a helping hand without even knowing it. And so it's kind of good for the both of us and for everyone. So and then another way that I really like to raise my vibration is listening to uplifting podcasts, uplifting music, reading inspiring books. My favorite that I absolutely recommend is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. So go out and buy it right now. But it's a really great one, and it's an easy, quick read. But I remember when I read that, I just felt on cloud 9, and I just really resonated with what she said and things like that. And then one last thing that you must stop doing is comparing yourself. Comparison is the devil, and it's never going to get you ahead in life. So it's really important that you stop comparing yourself, because this is your journey. And when you compare yourself to anyone at the gym, or maybe a friend who did a different nutrition challenge where they didn't eat anything, and whatever it might be, you must absolutely stop. Because when you remove yourself from your present life and put yourself into somebody else's drama, who's going to be living your life? So it's really important to stay present in what is going on with your life. You're there to enjoy the ride, so enjoy your ride. Don't worry about somebody else's ride. Okay, so homework as we close out. I would like you to sit down and write up a list of things that raise your vibration, people, music, activities, whatever it might be. And then under that, write down all the things that you're going to implement into your life starting now, okay? So make a point to go out and paddleboard, or make a point to get coffee with a friend, or to go and do yoga or something like that. So those are really important things, and I think that once you start to do that and take the time raising your vibration, that you'll be hooked, and it'll just spiral upwards from there. So